Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good Friday evening, basketball fans. Welcome into Kindred on a beautiful Friday, February 2nd. 34 beautiful degrees outside, minimal snow. It's a great Groundhog Day here in Kindred as we have a battle across the Red River. The back end of a doubleheader that'll feature the visitors on the scoreboard, the Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton Rebels, coming into Kindred with a record of 10-7. To take on the home team, the 15-0, the number one team in Region 1, the number one team in the state of North Dakota, the Kindred Vikings. Going to be a back end of a doubleheader matchup here on a beautiful Friday evening. I want to thank you for tuning into your live event. I'm Josh Almaris alongside Nick Nicholas, Mr. Eggy the Eggmeister Eggman. Nick, happy Groundhog Day.
Yes, it is. Punk Stefani Phil woke up and he made everyone happy today by not seeing his shadow and saying spring is coming early.
I never understood that, Nick. I just I don't understand. If you see your shadow, that to me seems like the sun is out, and that that should be what decides whether we're having another spring.
You just let the groundhog do his thing.
Yeah,
that's all you do.
Above our pay grade, that's for sure. Anyway, it's going to be an early spring. It's the back end of a doubleheader. It's Groundhog Day. I'm still waiting for my song to be played tonight. I just don't understand why we're not playing "I Got You, Babe." But again, decisions we don't get to make. What we get to do tonight is we get to call this basketball game. Once again, DGF, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Rebels coming into Kindred to take on the undefeated and number one ranked Kindred Vikings. Welcome into the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. We are about 30 seconds away from starting lineups. This is a short and sweet pregame show coming on the back end of the doubleheader.
Got a packed gym here on a Friday night. 2 Friday nights in a row for us, Josh, with packed gyms.
Yeah, it's a fun atmosphere. It's filled up in here. Once again, the girls' game just wrapping up. DGF defeated the Vikings by a score of 56-51, and now the boys are gearing up for the back end here of the doubleheader. DGF, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure who their starters are. They've been riddled by a couple of unfortunate circumstances. Number 3, Peyton Haas, the senior guard. I'm assuming he'll be in. Leading assist guy for the Rebels. Austin Anderson, a senior guard. Where's number 15? Another assist maniac, 41 assists for him. And Landon Johnson, the senior guard. I expect to see him 10.8 points a game. Unfortunately, Tommy Reeder unable to play tonight with a finger injury. We're hoping for all the best for Tommy Reeder, and that he can get back to the court here this year. And Brody Friend, the second leading scorer for the Rebels, averaging 10.3 a game, is out. He's fighting an ailment. Brody, if you're at home watching, hope you're feeling better, buddy. So here we go. Let's see who the starters are. Number 3, Peyton Haas, the senior guard. We talked about him already. Getting the call tonight is Makai Liedall, senior guard. He has 18 three-pointers this year, 3-point threat. Those red-hot shoes. Throw it down. Austin Anderson, we talked about him, senior guard. Where's number 15? He's on the floor. Number 22, Landon senior guard, averages 10.8 a game. And the final guy on the floor, they're going to go back in order. Usually it's in numerical order, but here they're going number 2. Grant Anderson, 6'6" junior, had a hot start, was out with an ankle sprain for about 8 weeks. Rebels happy to see Grant Anderson taking the floor. Averages 8 a game. On the Vikings, we know who it's going to be. As the music is pumped up here. And the youngster, the freshman guard, 6'4", Brooks Bacco.
He was sick earlier this week in the win at Northern Cass.
He's back. Osi, junior forward, stands at 6 feet 8 inches. Some pretty pink shoes. He struts out to the court. Junior forward, 6'2", Jacob Starcevic, averaging 10.5 a game. Brings his mustache out. Presley Peraza with a tightly taped right handshake in the hands. 12.5 a game for Presley. Junior forward wears number 12. And the final guy, Jack Davis, senior forward, stands 6 feet 3 inches. Wears number 23. Coaches tonight for DGF, it's Mike Clark in his 13th year at DGF, 12 with the boys. Hails from Monoman. Robbie Strand, Aiden Leach, and Andrew Whitchurch are his assistants. And on the Vikings side, our bald-headed friend, Brad Whale, 17th year as the head coach from Ashley, North Dakota. His assistants, Matt Hagan, Andrew Berge, and Jimmy Hoy. Music is pumped up. DGF faithful up there, they're really getting ready for this sucker. Look at them dancing it up over there. They're ready to rock and roll. And the production manager shoos me away from his camera, tells me to get out of there, and just like that, Carson Osi wins the tip. Brooks Bacco with the ball, averages 13 points a game. He gives over to Carson Osi. Bacco gets it, throws over to Osi. Osi, three-point shot, no good. Rebound going to go to DGF. Mackay Liedall with the rebound. And Austin Anderson gets it over to another Anderson. Eventually into the paint goes Johnson. Johnson, physical down low. What do we got?
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Jump ball called. Stays with DGF. 32 seconds in to this game. Nobody has scored yet. Oss looking inbound. He gets it to Anderson. Anderson, the tallest guy for the Rebels at 6 feet 6 inches. Coming off a high ankle sprain, was out for a while. Like I said earlier, the Rebels happy to have him into this game. DGF, a bunch of really good athletes. Strong baseball and football programs. They throw that one away. Luke Starcevic. Got to have that one.
Yeah.
He's got the hands of a lineman over there, speaking of football.
Hey, he's a tight end.
Hands of a lineman, like I said. Brooks Bacco with the ball now. All knotted up at 0. Jack Davis has the ball, gives it to Brooks. They go inside, and then they give to Davis. Davis attacks nicely. The rebound and putback goes to Brooks Bacco, and finally the Kindred faithful in front of the camera sit down. Anderson, the Austin variety, works against a double team. He's in trouble, but he gets it to Liedall. Turnover by the Rebels, and Presley Peraza gives to Davis, who gives to Bacco. Bacco had one thing in his mind.
He wanted to, Josh.
That was a dunk, but good defense by the Rebels. Foul going to go against Landon Johnson. Landon Johnson, his team's first. It's for the senior guard. Sends the freshman guard, Bacco, to the line. Bacco leads the Rebels by a score of 3-0. Bacco 3, Rebels 0. Can't get the back end to fall. Rebound to Grant Anderson. Anderson across the timeline, works against Peraza, double teamed by Starcevic. Starcevic has over 1,000 points, scored his 1,000th here. You saw it on your live event at the beginning of the year. Liedall with a 3.
Winning.
In, out, and in.
Yeah.
In and out, and then in for Mackay Liedall, the senior guard. It's 3-3. Baco 3, lead all 3. It was a foul fest in the girls' game,
to say the least.
You know, they have like those scouting reports for football teams and how many flags oh, that was a foul against DGF.
Correct.
Foul was called against Grant Anderson. They have those scouting reports on how many flags that this crew throws and stuff like that. I think that we had one of the most foul calling crews in girls basketball the last game, and I think this boys crew's another foul called here. 3 fouls, and we're not even 2 minutes in. This foul is going to go against Presley Peraza. Peraza with 1, Grant Anderson with 1, and Landon Johnson with 1. 3-3. Baco has all 3. Lead all has all 3. DGF works into the paint. Step back, jumper no good. Rebound no good. Rebound now by Jack Davis. Starcevic gets into the paint. A lot of contact. Peraza gets it. Oh, here. Oh, I thought he was going to take that 3. Gets it to Osi. Here's a 3-pointer for Davis. No good. Rebound. Grant Anderson.
Kindred 0 for 3 from behind the arc tonight. 2 misses by Osi and now 1 by Davis.
Everybody doing both teams driving into that paint, but nobody able to connect. They're kicking it out nicely and getting some good looks. Here's Baco with a good look. 3-point basket, and he hits it. Baco 6, lead all 3. Kindred leads DGF. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. It's early on. Happy Groundhog Day. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. Back end of a doubleheader here. The Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 6-3. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit dhbank.com. Basket's no good. Try again, Oss, and he gets it knocked away. 3 misses there by DGF, all within short range. Good athletes, but they're missing easy buckets. They got 3 good looks at the basket there, Nick.
That's it. It's a hard when you have Presley Peraza and Brooks Baco down there. You can't take it right to the rim. You're going to have to try and shoot over them. And a lot of the times you're not going to be able to.
Peraza 6'5", Osi 6'8", Baco 6'4". They can all jump. Here's Starcevic. He gives her the corner. Osi thought about it. Then he gave it over to Baco. Baco right on the line, long 2. No good, in and out. He needed to step back just a little bit, then he would have hit it, huh, Nick?
Probably.
Grant Anderson with the rebound. He's going to put a 3 up. He's going to hit. Grant Anderson for 3. 6-6. He didn't like us talking about the Rebels missing those shots, Nick.
Nope.
Here's Osi for 3. No good. Rebound. Nice work by Peraza. Presley Peraza.
You're not going to out-jump him, Josh.
Well, I can speak from my own experience that we really like having Presley Peraza on the track team. And that was one example why. Great hard worker. Tips that ball away and gets himself a point. 2 points, actually. Spinorama move. No good by Austin Anderson. It looked like maybe Baco
Maybe
took
a little bit of
away.
the
It
arm.
looked like he had his arm.
They call ball, though.
Quincy Cox, Mason Bierkin, and Dylan Anderson in for the Rebels. Owen Hoyme and Riley Sunram in for the Vikings. That was a hockey wholesale there. Ball goes all
No
the way.
icing?
Nope, that didn't clear both lines there,
Okay.
Nicholas. Come on, don't argue hockey with me now. That's one thing I do happen to know. 3-point basket here over Sunram is no good. Quincy Cox comes into the game and misses his first shot. Sunram going to take his first shot. In and out, no good. Rebound, Anderson. Dylan Anderson, another guy with a little bit of size for the Rebels, stands 6'4". He's a junior forward. Going to be a foul here called against Carson Osi. Carson Osi going to be called for the foul. His first, team's second. Rebels have the ball. It's in the hands of Dylan Anderson. They try to eventually get it to us, but Brooks Baco going to fly high and bury that one. He has 8, Baco does. Welcome back from being sick there, Brooks. 8 of the 10. Nice pass. Sunram can't get it to connect. Boy, that was a nice heads-up play by Brooks Bacco, and Sunram kicking himself there. Open three-point look, not even close by Mason Bierkin. 4-point lead for the Vikings. Hoyme can hit a three. Don't want to leave him open. He doesn't hit that one. Sunram gets it, put back, and the foul. Riley Sunram, the senior center, stands 6 feet 7 inches. He'll play his college football next year at the University of Minnesota. Starcevic and Davis into the game. That foul was called against Mason Bierkin. His first team's third. Can't get the roll, Sunram. He'll have to settle for 2. 12-6. Vikings doubling up the Rebels. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Rebels with the ball in the hands of Oss. Now Cox, and then Bierkin down in the corner there. Eventually the ball goes out of bounds. Johnson into the game. Landon Johnson for the Rebels. Austin Anderson checks out. I didn't catch who else came in there. I apologize. Grant Anderson checked back in. 12-6 Vikings lead. They go inside to Sunram. Sunram loses the ball momentarily. Then he gets it to Osi. 3-point basket for Hoyme.
Got it.
Swishes it through. He missed the open three earlier, but he nailed that one. Owen Hoyme, senior guard. Second three-pointer for the Vikings. One from Bacco and one from Hoyme. 70 seconds left here in the first quarter. Vikings are up 15-6.
Got too much of the body there in the arm. Hoyme did go in for the steal.
Hoyme going to be called for the foul. His first team's third. Dylan Anderson looking inbound it.
We got a foul on Starcevic. A little bit of a push off there, I think.
Jacob Starcevic called for the foul. Judging by his dad, definitely was on him. Rebels with the ball, working the baseline. Jumper. Nice athletic play there by Landon Johnson.
Very tough shot. Very contested by Starcevic there.
Senior guard Landon Johnson averages 10.8. That was a dandy one there. Jack Davis with the ball goes inside to Sunram. Back to Davis. Over to Hoyme, but it's intercepted. This is Oss. Oss takes to the basket, and Peyton Oss has his first bucket, the senior guard. Nice steal and basket by Oss. It's a 5-point game. 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 30 seconds on the game clock. Starcevic thinks about it. Nice move.
Nice block.
Nice move, but can't get it to fall, and the Rebels can't corral it. Vikings are going to have last shot of the quarter. Hoyme says, I'm going to shoot this now. I'm not going to wait. And the Rebels are going to get last shot. 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock is off. We'll see if the Rebels can chip away at a 5-point deficit. Here's a shot up. In and out. No good. That was Anderson. 3-point basket, not close. As the time expires, Vikings lead after quarter one. According to the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Kindred High School 15. Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton 10.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey fans, fun night in Kindred. Double headers are fun. You throw them in on a Friday night, and it has a whole different vibe, right, Nick? You ever felt bad on a Friday night, Nick?
I have not.
Usually the Friday night juices just get you pumped up, right? You get to watch some good basketball or whatever. Friday night's a fun night.
I enjoy Friday nights in the fall.
Yes, you do, as a football guy. DGF has that shot up by Grant Anderson. And now it's Baco. Baco, nice move, and the left-handed lay-in by Baco. Brooks Baco having a great night. He has 10 of the 17. 17-10.
You don't see seniors in high school do what Rocco just did there, and he's going to have 3 more years of doing that.
Yeah, Brooks Baco, just a freshman here. Mike Clark takes a timeout, saw his team in trouble. We're going to thank Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency for this 30-second timeout. See you back in 30.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Thanks for tuning into your live event. Vikings lead the Rebels 17-10. The Rebels looking to chip away at that lead. Rebels come into tonight's game with a 10-7 record. Riley Sunram lays the hammer down on Grant Anderson and is going to get called for the foul. It's one thing about Riley Sunram, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, if he's going to foul you, it's probably going to be a little bit of a harder foul.
He's going to get his money's worth. And Grant Anderson gets his money's worth as he hits the front end of his 2 free throws. Grant Anderson and his purple shoes from the charity stripe go 2 for 2.
Yeah, we got purple, red, lime green for DGF here.
All the colors, all the things. Peraza goes inside. Nice defense. No, I guess not. Grant Anderson.
Yeah, he got
goes
his hand there.
Grant Anderson with good defense. 2 big boys, 6'5" Presley Peraza against Grant Anderson, who's 6'6". Anderson's going to get called for his second foul, and Presley Peraza has 2 shots coming. First one's very good. Peraza has 3. Shoots 68% from the free throw line and averages 12.5 a game. The junior Presley Peraza nails them both. He has 4 now. 19-12, 7-point Viking lead. It's Lidahl working against OC. Nice pass, nice fake. Can't get it to fall, but great job by Lidahl there to keep the possession alive. Can they make it work? Nope. Cox misses the 3-pointer. Coach Whale did not like that second attempt.
Coach Whale's been a little sick the past few days. He told me today might not do as much coaching and yelling tonight with being sick. I think he fibbed earlier in the day.
You can't take the what do you say, the coach out of the man. No matter how sick Coach Whale is, he's gonna, when he sees his kid's not doing something he expects him to do, he's gonna let him have it. That's why he's had so much success. And look at how Peraza responded to that. Coach Whale, you happy with me now?
Hey, Coach Whale, sit down. Take a rest. Yeah. Take a little break.
Get a cough drop, Coach Whale. 19-12, Vikings lead. They throw it all the way back to Dylan Anderson, the 6'4" junior. Gives over to Oss, and then into the corner it goes to Johnson. They work it inside. Quick shot, no good. Shot was taken by Anderson, Austin Anderson, and Baco gets the rebound. Peraza with it, has it knocked away. Ball eventually goes to Starcevic. 3-point basket for Sunram.
Big man.
44 for 3. Sunram has 5. Oh, here comes Baco. Slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong. There goes Brooks Baco.
You got to get that phrase trademark, Josh.
12 for Baco. Whoa, Peraza almost knocked that away, but just barely over his fingertips. Austin Anderson gets it. It doesn't fall, though. Baco, I believe, has 2 dunks tonight, right, Nick?
Yes, he does.
OC can't get that to go. Rebound Rebels, specifically Landon Johnson. Here come the Rebels. Quick, nice shot.
Top shot.
Landon Johnson, quick shot over the outreached arms. I think that was OC on defense.
It's a tough man to shoot over.
24-14, Vikings by 10. Baco, there we go.
Yeah, there's another one.
Peraza throwing it down. 3 dunks for the Vikings here. Quickly responding are the Rebels. And that's Peyton Haas, who has 4, the senior guard. Peraza, this is just going to be a run and gun game for a little while. Peraza finds the hoop, and he has 8. This is not Big Ten basketball, Nicholas.
No.
Run and gun, baby. With the ball is Anderson. Oh, Melito behind his back. Oh, and they're going to. I thought he was going to call him for a travel. It was a nice move by Blake Liedall. Not Blake Liedall, excuse me. Makai Liedall. Makai Liedall, senior guard, wears number 4. Into the game is Jack Davis. I put my head down. Hoimie's in as well. On the Rebel side of things, I know we got Anderson and Oss. Another Anderson. Dylan Anderson. Landon Johnson. And Bjerken. 3-on-1 for the Vikings. Alley-oop!
My God.
Baco said, I got the peanut butter, the bread, and the knife. Peraza says, I'll take the jam. Yeah. What a nice dunk there by the youngsters. Freshman.
That is crazy.
To junior. The crowd is buzzing with excitement.
Yeah.
Vikings up 14. We'll take a 30-second break.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hey, fans, not only was there excitement on the dunk there, but we finally got some Groundhog Day music going. Happy Groundhog Day.
Okay, now I hear the song. Now I remember it.
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
movie, Josh. Now I remember it from the movie.
So we followed up a dunk with a great song to give some love for Groundhog Day. 30-16 Vikings lead. Second quarter, 3:50 left. Isaac Spellhaug into the game for the Vikings. He's going to work against Landon Johnson. Baco now with the ball, throws it over the head of Hoimie, but Hoimie, nice job there of corralling it before Peyton Haas can pick up the steal. Isaac Spellhaug over to Baco, and then to OC to Hoimie. Good ball movement. Spellhaug thinks about it, then goes inside. Baco turns and throws it up. No good. Great passing and ball movement by the Vikings, but they can't get it to fall. It's Landon Johnson now, who gives to Cox. Cox thinks about the 3, then takes, but is fouled. I think the foul is going to go against Isaac Spellhaug. Isaac Spellhaug, junior guard. 2 shots coming for Quincy Cox, the 6-foot 1-inch freshman guard. 68% from the line is Quincy. Hits the front end of his 2 shots. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Julie Jensen out in the internet world, tuning in on your live event, on YouTube, listening to your live event. Thanks to everybody else tuning in on a Friday night. Quincy Cox hits both shots, 30-18, Vikings lead. Three minutes left here in the second quarter. The Vikings have had 4 dunks, 2 by Bacco and 2 by Peraza. The last one was one of the most beautiful we've seen this year.
I said off air that's the best one we've seen so far this year.
An alley-oop from Bacco to Peraza. You know what, Nick? They actually both look surprised by that. I mean, I don't know why they would.
I don't. They've done it so many times already this year. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone at this point.
Well, that was a beaut. If you're looking to look back at that, it had happened at about the 4-minute mark left in the second quarter. Bacco threw a great pass to Peraza. He threw it down. 30-18 here. As the Rebels, Oss has it. Throws it over to Verdi, and the three-point shot is up by Cox. He can't connect. Vikings are going to run. They get it to Davis. Davis works the baseline. Good defense there by Johnson. But Davis does a great job of getting it over him. Davis averages 6 points a game. He has his first bucket tonight. 2 minutes left here in the half. Nice shot from the elbow, but doesn't go.
Good defense by Owen Hoyme there. He's got his cousin watching from Orlando, Florida, and Brandon Hoyme.
Oh, Brandon Hoyme.
Yep.
Great old Kindred alum. Hello to Brandon. Enjoying Walt Disney World, is he?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Jack Davis puts up a 3, no good. Isaac Spellhaug gets the rebound. Throws it to Osi. Can't throw it over his head because he's 6 feet 8 inches tall. Isaac Spellhaug going to get rewarded there with a 3-point basket. It's always fun to see a hard work play fall into someone's hands and then they put it in for a basket. Isaac Spellhaug did just that. Bierkin with the ball. He's in trouble. Almost over. Oh, going to be a foul called here against Owen Hoyme. Checking in, Bacco, Peraza, Sunram for the Vikings. Austin Anderson for the Rebels. 35-18, 17-point Viking lead, 74 seconds left in the half. With the ball is Cox. He gives over to Johnson. Into the paint, up and good. Landon Johnson has 6. He averages 10.8. The senior guard with 6 now. We're under a minute left to play in the second quarter. Osi thinks about it, goes inside to Bacco. Bacco's knocked around a little bit by Cox. Bacco then finds Osi. Osi thinks about it, but good defense by Austin Anderson. Good ball movement. Riley Sunram hit from that neck of the woods earlier. Can't hit there. Ball's on the floor. Peraza grabs it.
So we got a foul.
Foul's going to be called against Peyton Haas.
0.4 of a second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Yep, Peyton Haas going to pick up his first. Team's third. 35.4 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. Vikings can hold for one final possession. They're up 15. Peraza into the paint.
I think.
You think what?
He was about to. If he would have done that one, I think I would have taken the headset off and gone home.
He jumped from a long ways away on that one, Peraza did. He has 12, Peraza. 2 of them were dunks. 4 points of his 12 were dunks. He has 2 dunks. Into the paint with the final seconds ticking away of this half is Austin Anderson. He gets his first basket. Austin Anderson has 2. DGF has 22. The Vikings have 37 after one half of play. Vikings lead the Rebels 37-22. Tune back in about 2 minutes for our First Class Mortgage halftime show.
Your home for the Division A, Region 1, and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Flutters the pass over to Cotton. High arching rainbow tickles a twine.
From the Shield Center in Fargo to the Louis Lee Fieldhouse in Mayville, we'll have you covered for all the action.
Bag of tricks up to 7 points and another steal for Hurst. Baseball pass to Sage. It's in!
Quarterfinals start Monday, February 19th for the Division A, Region 1, and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Hey, welcome back, fans. I got some youth basketball recognition here on the court. Take a look at the individual totals here. In the first half of play, once again, Vikings lead the Rebels 37-22. On the Rebels side of it, 6 different scorers. They're led by Landon Johnson. He is their leading scorer, 10.8 points for Landon Johnson a game. Once again, he has 6 tonight. Grant Anderson, the 6'6" junior, back from injury, averages 8 points a game. He has 5. 4 points for Peyton Haas, 3 points for Makai Liedel, 1 3-pointer for Liedel, and 2 points each for Quincy Cox and Austin Anderson. That's 22 for the Rebels. On the Viking side of things, it's Brooks Bacco and Presley Peraza, each with 12 points, each with 2 dunks. And as we said, one of the more beautiful dunks of the year,
Yes,
came on a fantastic assist from Bacco to Peraza, right around the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Riley Sunram has 5, 3 points each for Isaac Spellhaug and Owen Hoyme. They each put in a 3-pointer. And Jack Davis has 2. 4 3-pointers in that first half for the Vikings, and 4 dunks got them 37 points. DGF once again has 22. They have 1 3-pointer in that half. Nick, what were your thoughts on the first half?
DGF a little sloppy with the ball. Kindred, and more specifically Brooks Bacco, is picking that ball up, getting in transition, either making assists or throwing that ball down with some dunks. But great movement by the Vikings and great movement in transition as a whole. DGF needs to calm down a little bit, get their shots they want up. They're playing good basketball. They got 22 points against the #1 team in the state in the first half. Better than a lot of other teams Kindred's played this year. So if they can keep going, keep control of the ball and not turn it over, they can try and chip away at this Kindred basketball team.
Yeah, and if you're a DGF Rebel fan, I'm sure you probably have heard this before, but they're getting decent looks, Nick.
Yeah.
They're not, I mean, they're getting good looks. They're just struggling to make the shots.
Yep.
And, I mean, you can tell that there's a lot of really good athletes on the Rebels team. They have a great pedigree in football, in baseball.
Look what this basketball team did last year. Made it to the state tournament down in Minneapolis. I mean, led by Owen Leach, but very good. And in football, they made it to the state championship as well. So very good athletes go to this school. and very good programs as a whole. They just need to get those final shots, like you're saying.
Yeah, they got to get them to fall. Struggling to make shots. They've got good opportunities. By the way, Owen Leach, for basketball fans, he's at University of Minnesota Duluth, redshirting this year. So, Owen Leach, we certainly wish you the best. We've gotten an opportunity to watch you quite a bit over the years, and we know the athleticism you showcased, and we hope your years at as a Bulldog are good and fruitful. So, Owen Leach at UMD, good luck. We're going to take a little break here. I want to, before I do that, say thank you to our halftime show sponsor, First Class Mortgage. Locally owned and operated, First Class Mortgage is more than just a company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates possible. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. We're going to come back in a minute. We're going to do a quick look around the state, what's happened over the last couple days in boys basketball, and that'll be our final segment of the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Come back in a minute.
Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
Welcome back into Kindred, fans. Gonna do a little scoreboard check in here. Starting with last night, I'm going to steal the thunder. Two fantastic games last night. Wahpeton beat Castleton in double overtime, 63-60. And up in Grafton, fantastic battle between Four Winds and Grafton. Four Winds won 76-70. Dang Dang scored 47 points. You heard that right. 47 points from Dang Dang up in Grafton.
Special player.
Just got a funny text from my dad up in Grafton. He asked if Peraza wants any jam. my dad has some special jelly that is outstanding, Nick. I'm gonna give a special shout out to my dad because I've been spoiled to have a lot of it. So I might have to bring Presley a jar of jam on on Monday and see if he likes it too. What do you got over there, Nick?
Beulah in a tough battle tonight against Dunseith. Beulah's number 5 team in the state in Class A, North Dakota. They're losing by 1 to Dunseith at Dunseith tonight.
Top 5 teams, Kindred number 1, 15-0. They have 19 of the 20 votes. The other vote went to Devils Lake. Devils Lake 14-1. They're the 2-ranked team. Four Winds number 3, Grafton number 4, and Beulah number 5. It's going to be a heck of a Region 2 battle. Devils Lake, Four Winds, Grafton. 3 very, very good teams are going to have to duke out who that Region 2 champion is. And then there's the crossover game that's going to happen between Region 1. So should be a fun postseason. Once again, the boys postseason kicks off March 4th, 5th, and 7th. Region 1 is at Shields in Fargo. Once again on March 4th, 5th, and 7th. I want to thank you for tuning in once again to the halftime show, the First Class Mortgage halftime show, locally owned and operated. First Class Mortgage is more than just a company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Third quarter underway. Vikings up 15. Pretty full house. They honored the youth basketball players in between each of the last games. Girls in between at half of the girls' games, and the boys just were honored at the half of the boys' game. All youth basketball players got to make their way onto the court with a light show. Vikings have the ball, looking to add to a 15-point lead. It's Brooks Bacco, and he swishes that one through. He has 14 now. Brooks Bacco coming off of a little sickness. DGF is very familiar with that, missing two of their top players. Tommy Reeder hurt his finger in practice yesterday, and Brody Friend out sick. It's two starters that they are out, and that's a tough recipe. Right now, it's Peraza who takes, misses, but he's going to get two shots. Chance to go to the line. Foul's called against number 22, Landon Johnson, his second. Peraza misses the first of his two shots, 68% free throw shooter. Takes a breath and dribbles. Makes the second. Somebody's really excited. Peraza has 13. Vikings with the ball, contact, but Osi gets it up to Bacco, hands it off to Starcevic, miscommunication.
I think Jake Starcevic there was trying to just clear out the defender so Bacco could go up and slam that thing, but looks like Bacco tried to have that assist. Didn't work out.
Inside they go to Jake. Nice pass over to Peraza. Peraza puts it in. He has 15. 20-point lead for the Vikings. Vikings look good. They have looked good all year. They've worked through maybe a little bit of just getting comfortable with one another, as any team does.
I think that first game of the year, Hillsborough, they kind of struggled a little bit, ended up winning that game in a tightly contested battle. But ever since then, they've kind of built off of it, and they beat the number 3 and 4 teams in the state already this year.
Yeah, the only team, well, I should say they haven't played Beulah, but in the top 5, they have played jump ball here, going to be called.
Yep.
I'm going to go to the Vikings. They've played the number 3. They have not played Devils Lake, the number 2 seed. They played the number 3 seed and beat them 4 wins. They've played the number 4 seed Grafton and beat them. Both very good games. If you can believe it, the 4 wins game going into the fourth quarter, the 4 wins led 33-22.
Yep.
And the Vikings came back and won that game.
Well, and they just played Northern Cass on Tuesday, who was receiving votes, and they beat them by 36 without Brooks Bacco.
That foul went against Peyton Haas. So the Vikings very much hooking on all cylinders right now. It's Starcevic's first point of the night. Misses here. And the rebound goes to Austin Anderson. Ooh, Austin Anderson, left hand, no good. OC gets that rebound, throws it quickly to Jack Davis, and an excellent basket by Jack Davis. Jack Davis has 4. DGF gets across the timeline. Liedall in the corner. He passes over to Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson between the legs and then goes to Peyton Haas, who passes to Austin Anderson and back to Liedall, who's going to put up a 3. No good. Rebound and put back for Landon Johnson. 45-24. 21-point game here in Kindred. Oh, a deep alley-oop. No good there. And taking it quickly to the basket is Landon Johnson.
That would have brought the house down if that one would have connected. They connected on to Starcevic, and Peraza connected on one of those Tuesday against Northern Cass from that type of range. But good defense by DGF there.
First basket, or first free throw attempt by Landon Johnson is no good. That foul was called against Brooks Baco. Quincy Cox checks in, and making one of two is Landon Johnson. He has 9. Well, I might be wrong on that. Scoreboard shows 7. So I might have given his points to somebody else. Yep, I did. Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson has 7. Landon Johnson has 7. Peraza gets called for the foul as he tries to D up Grant Anderson. Peraza going to be called for his second foul. Checking in Sunram and Hoyme. Austin Anderson inbounds over to Grant Anderson. Working into the paint is Landon Johnson. Nice basket there.
A 1.
So now Landon Johnson is going to have 9. Nice bucket there by Landon Johnson to get the kiss off the glass and gets a chance to work the old-fashioned three-point play, but he cannot do it. Rebound, Starcevic behind the back. They go inside to Baco and then to the corner. Davis, he's going to drive the baseline and then kick out to Hoyme. Gathers the ball, puts up a 3, no good. Just didn't get in rhythm, but the ball
hit out.
Bounces on the baseline. It's going to go to the Rebels. Eight to 5, the Vikings lead this quarter. 45-27, Vikings lead the game. Into the game, I believe, was Dylan Anderson for the Rebels. Liedel to the bench. Makai Liedel. Ball's in the hands. Quincy Cox from the elbow. No good. Rebound. Sunram and the Vikings. He gives to Starcevic. Quickly gets to Baco. Back to Starcevic. Baco going to get a quick shot off. No good. Rebound.
Over the back on Sunram.
Sunram didn't agree with that call. His second. Team's 4th. We're under 4 left here in the third quarter. Going into the postseason stretch here, about a month of action. Nice basket there by Austin Anderson. We said Dang Dang last night scored 47 in Grafton. He's a heck of a player. Vikings have had some really nice athletic plays here tonight, and the guy with the ball is a fine player himself. 3:20. Starcevic can't get the bucket to go. Rebound, Quincy Cox. Now it's Anderson. Drives to the baseline. Good defense, but nice basket there by Austin Anderson, the senior guard.
DGF is on a little bit of a run here, Josh. Down by 20 plus, now only down 14.
45-31. Timeout. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. See you back in a minute.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Vikings with the ball. Jumper no good by Hoyme. Rebounds had by Peyton Haas. 14-point game. Rebels are on a little run here. Chipping away at a lead.
And one.
Ooh. Really nice job there by Dylan Anderson to drive, realize that Presley Peraza is coming in to block that, and float it over him and draw the foul. He doesn't get the ball to fall, but he's going to get 2 shots, and he makes the front end.
And that was the 5th foul for the Vikings there too, Josh.
It's also Presley Peraza's 3rd foul. So for the next 240, Anderson can't get that fall, but for the next 240, any fouls called against the Vikings will send the Rebels to the line. Peraza gives to Baco to the corner to Osi. Osi into Peraza. Into Baco. Nice assist. Nice bucket. Baco has 16. Dylan Anderson with the ball now. Gives over to Bierkin. Bierkin has to work against Sunram.
That's going to be Sunram's 3rd too.
But Sunram going to be called for the foul. It's his 3rd. 2 shots. Now for Mason Bierkin, the sophomore guard. Bierkin toes the line. Drains his first of 2. Jacob Starcevic, the junior, comes in for Riley Sunram. Mason Bierkin. Boy, the DGF Rebels are missing free throws. We talked about it. They're getting good looks. They're getting good opportunities, but they're missing too many shots.
Yeah, if they want to come back in this game, they can't be missing those free throws. Well, that'll help.
OC throws it right into the hands of Dylan Anderson of DGF, and it's a turnover for the Vikings. DGF takes to the hoop. No good there by Quincy Cox. Good defense by the Vikings. Hoyme lays that in. Viking fans are like, what's that? A layup? Owen Hoyme has 5. 49-33. Across the timeline, the ball goes. Dylan Anderson, the 6'4" junior, works against Hoyme. Hoyme going to be called for the foul now. Owen Hoyme gets called for his 2nd, and it's going to send
more shots.
DGF to the line. Dylan Anderson hit 1 of 2 in his previous trip to the line. And hits the front end just like he did last time. 49-34. Into the game is Hunter Bindness and Landon Johnson. Landon Johnson has 9 for the Rebels. He averages 10.8. Dylan Anderson, just Groundhog Day. Same thing as last time.
Yep.
6 a.m. The alarm goes off. He makes the front end, misses the back end, and does the same the second time through. Peraza loses the handle, then throws over to Hunter Bindness. Bindness out to Osi, and then a quick shot from Peraza that misses miserably. Dylan Anderson with the rebound. Everybody's kind of just relaxed a little bit, Nick.
Yeah, I think so.
The energy is dialed back a little bit, and we're seeing some ugly shots. 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. 49-34. Vikings go into Starcevic. Starcevic, nice basket there. And he's going to go to the line. Starcevic has 3. Looking for 4. 3rd foul going to be called against Landon Johnson. The senior has 3 fouls, and the junior has 4 points as Jacob Starcevic, the junior, finishes the 3-point play. Into the game is Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson, 6'6" junior forward, passes over to Anderson. Austin Anderson. He gives to Bierkin. Bierkin in trouble. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. He gives to Grant Anderson, who can't connect on the 3, but a rebound and a second chance by Landon Johnson. He can't get it to fall.
Foul there? No.
Hunter Bendis going to be called for the foul.
Still don't think we've had as much fouls as the game before this, Josh.
Landon Johnson can't connect. Yeah, there's some. Well, Dylan Anderson in the game for DGF, and it looks like checking in is going to be Camden Schreiber if this bucket falls. DGF needs to make some free throws. 18-point game. He makes that one.
One of two, the special here.
Yep. Landon Johnson has 10. And like I said, into the game is Camden Schreiber for the first time. Junior, guard, there's number 5. Number 5 of the Vikings goes to Brooks Bacco. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 seconds left. Peraza going to put it up. No good. Rebound. DGF. It's Oss. And it's 52-35. 17-point Viking lead. 8 minutes potentially left in this one. We're going to take a break. We'll see you back for the fourth quarter.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Hey, fans, looking for something to do after the game or over the weekend, head on over to the Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker, check out the Knicker Wings. They're delicious. That shot by Jacob Starcevic was pretty delicious. He has 6. The Vikings have 19-point lead. Into the lane, throwing up a prayer was Grant Anderson. And here's Presley Peraza. Presley Peraza into the paint, gives to Starcevic, and Starcevic is getting hot. Starcevic is steaming up. He has 8.
He's got that mead mug on his face right now, Josh. Even though they're up 21, he does not care. He wants to keep scoring.
He has the last 5 for the Vikings. Can he make it the last 6? He sure can. Starcevic, a couple of 3-point plays here. Foul called against Peraza, I think, here. Or no, ball went out of bounds off Peraza. Did they say?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Lidl. Yeah, Lidl's into the game. I thought the head table said Peterson into the game. Did I miss something? Doesn't matter. I think it's Lidl into the game. Makai Lidl for the Rebels as the Jake Starcevic show continues. He has 11, Starcevic does.
How'd he get up like that, Josh? Holy cow.
Peraza with the ball right now. And now it's OC, thinks about a 3, then gives over to Peraza. Peraza going to take it to the baseline. His shot doesn't go, and Austin Anderson picks up the rebound. 59-35. Austin Anderson with the ball. Dishes it off to Oss. Oss is going to try. He dishes it off to Landon Johnson, and Landon Johnson with a nice bucket. He has 12. Landon Johnson leads the way for the Rebels. Quickly after, Jack Davis gets a shot up, but it's in and out. Now it's Lidl. Lidl thinks about driving, but Jack Davis is there. Into the lane in a nice roll. Gets the bounce is Landon Johnson. Landon Johnson has 14. Nice game from the senior, number 22. Averages 11 a game. He has 14 tonight. Jake Starcevic, and Jake Starcevic. That's what's happened in the fourth quarter. A whole heck of a lot of Jake Starcevic.
Oh, what do we got here, Josh?
61-39, checking in for the Rebels. It's going to be Quincy Cox and Mason Bierkin. Did you catch that, Nick?
I did not.
I do not know. We officially do not know what that whistle was for. But the Rebels have the ball. Down 22.
Probably pretty soon here we'll see more of the bench guys come in for the Vikings. Look for it under 4 minutes, I'd assume.
They've played 9 so far tonight.
Yeah, I know.
They've got a deep bench that's been on the floor.
And one guy that made his return tonight since about week 3 of the football season this fall, Kylan Swenson, came back onto the court and played some basketball tonight in the JV game.
Did he play? I saw.
Yes, he did.
Okay, good for Kylan Swenson. He endured a very physical, terrible injury on the football field. Fantastic to see him out and playing. 3-point basket, Brooks Bacco. He has 19. So absolutely great news there, Nick. Kylan Swenson gets some playing time tonight. Anybody who's a fan of any sort of athletics is happy to hear that because, wow, nice pass.
That's the quarterback of the football team with that pass.
Absolutely fantastic dime there thrown over to Jack Davis. 66-39. Anderson thinks about it, decides otherwise, and then hands off to Cox. Oss now. Down into the baseline is Grant Anderson. Back to Cox. And then it's Oss who's going to put up a 3. No good. Rebound Bacco. 4:25 left in the fourth quarter. Bacco can't get his runner to fall. Presley can't get the rebound. Austin Anderson with the rebound. He's had a lot of them tonight. Rebels moving the ball all around, but they end up turning it over. Here's Starcevic. Gives it down into the corner. Osi misses the 3, but Peraza with the rebound. He puts up and in.
She's got a 30-second timeout for subs here by Brad Whale.
Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. We're going to take a 30-second break.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing, so you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with no interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
Welcome back into Kindred, ladies and gentlemen. We're under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Luke Starcevic enters the game for the first time for the Vikings, and Nolan Verdi, I believe, enters for the first time tonight. Oh, nice basket there. Made by Dylan Anderson. No, check that. Austin Anderson. He has 8. Vikings lead 68-41. Sunram going to hit his second 30. Nope, he's not able to. And the rebound once again goes to Austin Anderson. Austin Anderson takes, but not able to get the bucket to fall. Sunram with the rebound, and it goes to Hunter Bindmus. Taken away. Oh, Austin Anderson took it, but Sunram took it right back. Isaac Spellhau goes down to Lucas Starcevic, throws it out to Hoyme. I tell you what, Austin Anderson has really impressed me. What a hard worker he is. He has 8 points, a ton of rebounds, playing a really good game. Right now it's Bierkin who gives over to Austin Anderson. Works into the paint. Kicks it out to Schreiber. 3-point basket underway for Dylan Anderson, and it's no good. Rebound Hoyme. Hoyme with the ball. Schreiber and Anderson working against him. Spellhaug battles against Dylan Anderson, and now eventually the ball goes to the elbow, Luke Starcevic. He kicks it out to Isaac Spellhaug, who misses. Rebound, Sunram, knocked out of bounds, staying with the Vikings. 129 seconds left in this game. Checking in for DGF. Clay Suter and Brennan Jong.
Oh, speak of the devil.
This is going to be a round of applause, folks.
Yeah.
Well deserved. I want to give a round of applause to Kylan Swenson. This is a special moment for Kindred Viking faithful. Kylan Swenson suffered a gruesome football injury, broken leg on the football field. He's a phenomenal athlete, and this young man deserves a huge round of applause. He gets it from the Kindred faithful. Very fun moment right now in Kindred. Kylan Swenson, an outstanding athlete, a junior. I'm excited to see him on the floor. Owen Hoyme welcomes him with a 3-point basket. All the Swenson fans out there, I'm sure you're beaming right now to know what that young man had to go through to be here tonight. Kylan Swenson on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, that kid, I'm in the weight room every morning, and he's there every single morning. And he started his rehab process right away, got back, and really, it didn't happen that long ago. It's pretty crazy that he's out on the basketball court right now.
Two shots coming for Nolan Verdi here. This is the front end. Sophomore forward, number 33. Checking in. Another mustache man, Kyle Campbell. Sophomore, number 32. Nolan Verdi misses his second. 0 for 2. Starcevic is going to pick up the rebound. Bendis with the ball. 1:45 remains. Kylan Swenson, no good. It's going to fall in the hands of Junk. And now it's Schreiber with the ball. Into the lane goes Bierkin. Suter. Going to be a foul called here.
I think on Kylan Swenson.
He's not even on our roster here. Kylan Swenson picks up his first foul. Here's a quick shot and a bucket by Camden Schreiber. Schreiber with 2 points. Iverson in the game. Whipple in the game. Iverson with the ball right now gives the Whipple, and then Kyle Campbell going to put up a left-handed three.
Oh!
That ball kissed every part of the rim. Kyle Campbell with the gentle touch. The sophomore forward gets a three-pointer to fall. We're under a minute left. 74-43.
Is Kyle Campbell listed as a forward?
Yeah, I do. The basket no good by Schreiber. Kyle Campbell, the 5'10" sophomore forward.
They have him listed 5'10"?
Well, I think if you have a mustache, you have to be a forward, don't you? I mean, Jack Davis is a forward. Who else? Jake Starcevic is a forward. Last seconds here. Oh, Swenson wanted to draw that charge. He wasn't able to. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and the Vikings aren't even probably going to get a possession here. Maybe they will. The clock continues to run. We're 15 seconds and counting. Gabe Whipple going to take the final dribbles. Give it to Kylan Swenson. Kylan Swenson gives back to Whipple. 5 seconds and counting. Kylan Swenson, they want him to shoot it.
He's not going to do it.
Shoot it.
He's not going to do it. Kylie.
He doesn't take it. He doesn't want any more attention drawn to him. Special congratulations to the Vikings. They are victorious tonight by a score of 74-43. 74-43, Vikings prevail. We are going to do a post-game wrap-up when we're all done. We're going to take a break. Please join us when we come back.
MLG offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Exciting post-game show here. We're lucky enough to be joined by Brooks Bacco, Presley Praza, and Kylan Swenson. First of all, guys, you improved to 16-0, dominating performance here at home. You're number one in the state. How's all that sound to you?
Sounds great. I mean, that was our goal all year, so we're just trying to keep improving on that every time.
Kylan, special moment tonight, boy. It's hard not to get teary-eyed knowing the injury. You came off the football field, and now you're on the basketball field. How special was it to get out there tonight?
Yeah, it was pretty special. It's been a long wait to do this, so it felt good.
How meaningful, Kylan, was the ovation that you got? A well-deserved ovation by the Kindred faithful. How meaningful was that to you?
Yeah, it was pretty meaningful. Showed how much our fans care about our players and everything.
Something else that the fans showed a lot of excitement for was the alley-oop slam-a-lama ding-dong between Brooks and Presley. Take us through that. How'd you feel? What was going through your mind as that play was going?
Well, I was trailing Brooks, and I saw him running in front of me. And I didn't know if he saw me or not. I just started screaming, and I was like, throw it, throw it, throw it. And next thing I know, the ball goes up, and then I just flushed as hard as I could.
And for you two guys, how special was it to see Kylan get back onto the court and hear the audience's reception to him?
Yeah, we've seen him in practice for 2 weeks, but for everyone else to see him. I mean, he's a fun guy to watch. He's always hardworking, so it's just fun to have him back.
Congratulations, guys. You're 16-0 and have another fantastic outing. We're proud of you. Keep it up.
Thank you.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. I'll do individual totals. We'll get some thoughts, and then we'll take our next segment and do the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. I want to thank you for tuning into the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up today for the Tommy Club through the app. New members get their first 30 days free. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 4 locations in the FM area. They have the tools and expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Fun night here in Kindred. Boys end the doubleheader with a 74-43 victory. They advance, or improve, I should say, to 16-0. DGF Rebels fall to 10-8. Individual point scorers will start with DGF, the Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton Rebels. Leading the way was Landon Johnson. Landon Johnson had 14. Austin Anderson had 8. 7 from Grant Anderson. 4 from Peyton Haas, 3 from Mackay Liedall, 2 from Dylan Anderson, Camden Schreiber, and Quincy Cox, and 1 from Mason Bierkin. I believe that adds up to 43 for the Rebels. 9 guys that scored for the Rebels. Shows a little bit about how good their athleticism is. But they fall 74-43. 8 guys scored for the Vikings, 3 guys in double digits. Brooks Bacco leads the way with 19. Presley Peraza with 17. Jacob Starcevic got hot late in the game. He scored 13. Owen Hoyme with 8. Jack Davis with 6. Riley Sunram with 5. Kyle Campbell hit a left-handed three-pointer that touched every part of the rim, and he had 3. That should add up to 74-43 victory for the Vikings. Nick, what were your thoughts on the game?
It was DGF played a good game. They're out 3 starters right now, and they came in and they played the best team in the state in the Class A division in North Dakota. And like you said, we said throughout the broadcast, they couldn't get a couple shots to drop, but if those shots go in, it's a closer game than what it was. And hats off to the Vikings. They've come out all year, done this to almost all the teams they played, and they're just rolling right now, and it's going to be very fun to watch them down the stretch and watch them when the playoffs come around and see how far they can get, possibly into the state tournament if they can get back to the state championship game this year.
Let's take a 1-minute break on the Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come back for our final segment of the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. We will crown our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing, so you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
Hey fans, welcome back. We're on our final segment of the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up today for the Tommy Club through the app. New members get their first 30 days free. There's 4 locations in the Fargo-Moorhead area. They have the tools and expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Tommy's Express Car Wash. We're going to move now to the... What do we want to do, Nick? What do we say?
RDK play of the game.
The RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. I'm going to turn it over to Nick. He's going to give us the RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. RDK Enterprise of Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, and questions, contact RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Who helped this team tonight? The Kindred Vikings improved to 16-0. Nicholas?
It's got to be that dunk. I mean, Brooks Baco gets the steal. He realizes Presley Peraza is trailing behind him. Presley Peraza, you just said in the interview, he's yelling at Brooks. And Brooks catches him, throws that ball up in the air, and Presley not just goes up with 2 hands, goes with 1 hand, cocks it back, and then throws it down. That place had the gym erupting. I think we had a fan down in front of us giving us the little head tap. They think we might have caught that on camera. And whenever the Vikings dunk, they say it's helps their team out immensely. It gets the momentum going. And they showed out, and I think we had 4 or 5 dunks tonight between Presley and Baco.
I think it's safe to say that if you go back to about the 4-minute mark of the second quarter and watch that dunk, you will agree that that was quite the RDK Enterprises precision play of the game.
Yes.
Nice job, and congratulations to Brooks Baco and Presley Peraza on that. We're gonna tug at the heartstrings a little bit for the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Enbridge.com. Visit Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Special moment in Kindred tonight. Kylan Swenson, an outstanding athlete, fantastic young man, makes his way onto the court after suffering a very bad leg injury in the football season. We're going to give Kylan Swenson the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game honors tonight. Also speaking a little bit to this young man's selflessness is the idea that his whole team was wanting him to shoot in the last seconds of the game. But there's a no-brainer for him. He knew that the game was in hand, and he didn't want the garbage points, if you will.
He didn't want to come up and get interviewed either. He kind of just did it because we all wanted him to come up.
He got a great round of applause. So I think that most people would agree that Kylan Swenson deserved the honors of Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, not only for what he did tonight, but what he did to get onto the court tonight. Nick, any closing thoughts?
Another great Groundhog's Day. We've got to wait another 365 days here. Or is it 366 days?
I'd say 365.
Yeah, you're right.
Something like that. Congratulations to the Kindred Vikings as they are victorious tonight by a score of 74-43 and improved to a 16-0 record. Best of luck to Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton and the Rebels as they continue the end of their season run. They dropped to 10-8, but we wish them all the best. A special congratulations to the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Kylan Swenson. Congratulations to the RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game athletes, Presley Peraza and Brooks Baco, working a fantastic alley-oop dunk. A thank you to everybody for tuning in. For Nick Eggman, my name is Josh Almaris. Happy Groundhog Day once again, everybody.